Indications emerged over the weekend that former President Olusegun Obasanjo and some retired army generals are in support of a power shift to the south in 2023. It was also gathered that the former President Obasanjo and former generals are disposed to having any of President of the African Development Bank, Mr. Akinwumi Adesina, former Governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, and a former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Professor Kingsley Moghalu, emerge as President Muhammadu Buhari's successor. A close ally of the former President Obasanjo and some of the generals who spoke with Vanguard in confidence, however, ruled out the possibility of supporting former Vice President Atiku Abubakar in the 2023 election. Besides, the source said former National Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor Attahiru Jega, is being favored to emerge as Vice President. The source said, Obasanjo supports power shift to the south. The people he has indicated an interest in general, and not specifically, are Akinwumi Adesina, Peter Obi, and Kingsley Moghalu. Then in the north, he likes Attahiru Jega, former INEC chairman, to be the running mate. He's not supporting Atiku at all. He supports power shift. Meanwhile, ahead of the 2023 general elections, the Nigerian group TNG has written to the leadership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to adopt the former president of the Senate, Senator Bukola Saraki, as its presidential candidate for the election. The group said that Saraki has what it takes to unite the country and end sectional and tribal agitations. TNG Director of Advocacy Gbenga Obiesensa said, Dear leaders and members of the People's Democratic Party, here comes a period when we have to be decisive, deliberate, and thorough about salvaging Nigeria with our very best. There is no luxury of time to gamble and resources to waste because the people in the saddle are as undemocratic as autocrats. Nigerians have been poorly and badly served. They are hoping and waiting on us to provide the best alternative after 8 years in the wilderness of hopelessness with the APC. They want to see the potential of our nation become a reality. They saw how a bag of rice has moved from 7,000 naira under the PDP to 27,000 naira under the APC. But there is a problem. We are torn in between choosing a presidential candidate who can resonate and connect with diverse interests and pandering to some good but narrow political considerations called the North-South divide. As an opposition party, we can afford to be limited by the Nigerian fault lines. After almost 23 years of the democratic journey, the agitation over sectional interests in the form of zoning has not helped in healing our divided country. Unfortunately, our fault lines have widened even when the North and South have had a fair chance to lead. What we have in summary is agitation for political power in the name of politics and zonal interests, which has only benefited a few across board. The overarching goal of democratic governments is to bring good governance to the people and, at a minimum, a greater majority. We have seen the array of quality of presidential aspirants on parade. They are men of outstanding qualities and significant history. But about 2023 and considering the existential factor, the PDP can only narrow down its choices to one or two persons. The party can equally set up an independent study group to assess certain variables and factors that can fit in for national acceptability. By our projection, and with due respect to all the aspirants on parade, we believe that Dr. Bukola Saraki is one eminent individual who ticks the boxes for the PDP in all ramifications. He is the bridge between the South and the North, and young and old. He's a medical doctor who is an economist and a lawmaker at the same time. He's a public-private person in one. This zoning issue is back and forth, south, north. It's really surprising. Anyways, Southern governors are not joking when they stated that any party that fields a Northern candidate, they should just know that they've lost, as the lobbying and everything goes on for 2023, who emerges the presidential candidate. We know a lot has been going on, and ex-presidents, ex-generals, they are all backing power shift to the south. But what we are seeing right now is that some chieftains of the parties are still speaking for northern candidates. It was gathered that Obasanjo have said that he cannot support any northern candidate. One person specifically he is mentioned is Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar has not come out to declare his intentions, but Obasanjo has stated that he cannot support Atiku Abubakar. Now, a support group a group. They are also from the People's Democratic Party. They call themselves TNG, which is the Nigerian group. They are also from the People's Democratic Party. They are the ones I'm rooting right now for Saraki, Bukola Saraki. That Saraki is the bridge between the south and the north. We know Bukola Saraki is from Kwara State, is from the south. But when southern governors said that they want power to shift to the south, it's not been micro-zone. And the argument there has been that it's the east that has not gotten a turn. Southeast, that it should go to the southeast. Well, as the date draws closer, the election itself, the general election, southern governors, they are going to decide which region, where it's going to be zone to, where it's going to be micro zone to in the south. Well, Nigerians are already reacting over this request, because it was a note sent out to the People's Democratic Party to consider Bukola Saraki as being the bridge. Someone says all tribes have good, capable people, but there is a distinction. That's where the Southeast comes in as the best in serving other tribes. Like the Europeans, it believes in developing and marketing everywhere home. The European quarters in Nigerian cities are still the best planned. Looking for the investment of other tribes in the East is like searching for a needle in a haystack. The same can't be said of Eastern investment all over Nigeria. This is the profile of an Eastern president. Interesting. Another one says, this time around, the retired generals are right. Power has already left north to south. Southeast gets power to revive Nigeria to a prosperous true federation. Well, guys, let's hear your own thoughts regarding what's going on now. Leave us your take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.